who shouldn't trade stocks? I mean, the gurus out there would like to lead you to believe that if you study your eyeballs out, if you work hard and diligent, and you purchase their mentorship superpower program, that no matter how bad your psychological behaviors have been in the past or how poor your trading results are, they can immediately fix it. Now, I don't want to rain on anybody's parade, but I've now been in the trading business for over 18 years. And I can tell you, there are certain people that no matter how many DVDs they buy or how many classes they take, they simply do not have the psychological structure to be a stock trader and to be a successful stock trader. So when I'm saying successful, I'm meaning long-term, consistently profitable trader, not somebody who can just make money for a short term and then blow up. I also want to make it clear before I go through this, I'm not singling people out and trying to be mean about this. Being honest with everyone, this is just life. I mean, life is unfair, life is dirty, and life is rude. Not everybody can do everything or certain things. I'm the same way. I mean, you're not going to see me go back to college. I might be able to trade stocks, but I'm not going to go to college. I'm never going to be an engineer. I'm not going to be building rockets or curing diseases. I'm not going to get hired at Google. I'm unemployable in an actual office environment. It's just not my thing. And again, if you can't trade, it doesn't mean you're a bad human being, but there are certain behaviors that I really want to highlight today that these are terrible and will really, really just be a massive roadblock for people out there trying to become professional traders. And the first one of those we'll talk about is the good old-fashioned shortcutter. You know who I'm talking about. The person that's always looking for that shortcut. The one that doesn't want to put in the work. The one that's always trying to bend the rules or just kind of get through life doing the least amount as possible. And the reason this is bad is because, again, I'm not trying to paint a horrifying picture here, but trading, there's just no such thing as a shortcut. You are not going to walk into this business off of the back of a book or some CNBC mentions or somebody's DVD or somebody's process and immediately take that and compete against people like myself who've been doing this for 18 years or even more sophisticated algorithms, institutions. You're not going to be able to compete against those people right away. And I don't know why you would think that you could. I mean, you don't see that anywhere else in life. You don't see somebody just reading a book and then becoming a neurosurgeon the next day and operating on people. Or somebody buying a DVD on how to fly a plane and end up flying commercially and taking you somewhere. That just does not work, and it's no different in trading. So if you're a person that's looking for shortcuts in life, or your whole life has been on how you can bend the rules and do as little as possible, you're not going to survive when it comes to trading. The second is the impatient. This is hard because as society, I shouldn't say society gets older, but as generations progress, our life gets better. You know, computer technology and other types of technology have made our society an instant gratification society. When I was growing up, this was in the 80s, they used to say we had attention problems back then because we were given everything. Now you look now, you have computers. I mean, anything you want. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's hard enough to order something on Amazon and wait the next day to get it. I mean, everybody wants everything right now. And this is going to kind of tie into the first one because if you're used to taking shortcuts and you're an impatient individual, you're not going to first put in the time that it takes to be a successful trader. Now, part two of this argument when I talk about impatience is successful trading has a lot to do with impatience because there are periods of time, which we've talked about in a lot of past whiteboards. Feel free to look at them. But there are times, many times, you're going to go spans of hours throughout the day where you have no legitimate trading opportunities. You don't have any setups. So what you really need to do, or a very big key to becoming successful at trading, is waiting for opportunities to come to you. You have to understand you do not control the market. Therefore, it's not one of those kind of careers that you can just attack. Now, what I mean by that is if, say, you're a salesperson and you're a salesperson that runs appointments. Well, you can go run a ton of appointments. You can go and attack those businesses or attack those clients. You can make things happen. But we trade the market. We have to wait for the market to do what it wants to do, then we react accordingly. So if you're not impatient, you're going to end up taking revenge trades or trades that are outside of your plan or boredom trades, and those things usually amount to severe losses. And the last thing that I would like to talk about today is the unstructured. You have to just be structured. And I mean everywhere in your life. And you know what I'm talking about. I was always told that you could tell the structure of a person. I don't know if this is true or not. I'm just saying it's kind of gone around when I was young. You can always tell by either someone's garage or the trunk of their car. Like if you ever wanted to know something about somebody, look at the trunk of their car. If they have a sloppy old trunk, then that means they're normally an unorganized person. Now, again, I don't know how true that is. You know, they also used to say when you went out with somebody, your first date should always be a buffet. Take them to a buffet. You'll learn a lot about their behaviors. But you have to be very structured as a trader and very disciplined as a trader, because it's going to be the structure and the discipline that you have as a person in your personal life as well, in your whole entire lifestyle. That's why I've often said trading is lifestyle. The discipline and the structure that you have in your life will keep you from being impatient, will keep you from cutting corners and trying to be a shortcutter. And it all starts with that discipline. You have to have that discipline. So if you're sitting in there and you're one of these persons that's impatient, you can't pay attention, you can't focus, you can't concentrate, you cut corners, you have horrible structure, you can't take care of your personal life, you can't even pay your bills on time when you have money, you just can't keep your life glued together, you're just full of drama. You're going to find trading to be very, very horrifying experience. Now, I always like to give people the benefit of the doubt and believe that, man, if you just believe enough in yourself, you can achieve. But you have to understand that if you have these problems, it will never be trading strategies, DVDs, someone else's system. It will always be a battle of you trying to conquer these personal emotions and demons to get yourself successful. And it won't be just trading, guys, trust me. That will be anywhere you go in business. You can't run a Microsoft, an Amazon, a Facebook, a Google if you're one of these people. So keep that in mind. I hope it helped you out. As always, if you need some help, even if you fit one of these, I'll still try to help you become successful. Visit thelincolnlist.com. Until the next video, take care. Talk to you then.